What's going on, guys? It's Deathmonk here. Today I'm going to be talking about some rather interesting information concerning the weapons intel for Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Now, for every day this week so far, we've had different LaunchCom blog posts, and this one I'm going to be learning a bit more in detail about the primary, secondary and melee weapons that are coming for Black Ops 6. Don't forget, that's coming out on October 25th. So, as you guys can see, basically we've got some information concerning what weapons we can expect to be using. So for the primary weapons, first of all, we've got various different assault rifles. So there's going to be 7 of these, 6 SMGs, 2 shotguns, 3 LMGs, 4 marksman rifles and 3 sniper rifles. You can even run the wildcard overkill if you wish to equip a second primary weapon in the secondary weapon slot. So that's really interesting. Secondary weapons, there's 6 of them, so there's going to be 4 pistols and 2 launchers. So that's really interesting. There's going to be 2 melee weapons, 1 knife and 1 baseball bat. So that's really interesting there. Player levels, weapon unlock criteria. So all the launch weaponry in Black Ops 6 have specific unlock criteria that is related to your player progression. Gain experience points as you play matches to level up, then unlock weapons once you reach a particular player progression level. Note that 1 weapon from each type or class is always immediately available in default loadouts, and the rest are unlocked as you level up. So, assault rifles, the XM4 will be available immediately, AK-74 at level 10, MES at 85 at 19, GPR 91 at level 28, Model L at 40, Goblin Mach 2 at 46, and AS Val at 55. SMGs, the C9 immediately, KSV level 7, Tantor level 16, PP919 is 37, Jackal PDW at 43, Compact 92 at 49, Shotguns, Marine SPs immediately, ASG 89 at level 31, Light Machine Guns, the PS21 is immediately, XMG level 13, GPMG level 52. For the Marksmans, the SWAT 5.56 is immediately, Sarkov 7.62 at 22, AEK 973 at 34, DM10 at level 43. Snipers, the Frostline is immediately, SVD 25, 7.62 49. The 9mm PM pistol is immediately, Grecover level 13, GS 45 level 28, Strider 22 at level 40. Launchers is immediately, and the Sigma 28 is unlocked immediately, HE1 at level 19. Melee weapons, the knife is unlocked immediately, and the baseball bat at level 52. So that's really interesting there. Perk nods equip the following to affect the use of your weaponry in a variety of different ways. Gung Ho enforcer reduces movement penalties when reloading or using equipment, and allows reloading while tactical sprint. Dexterity reduces weapon motion while jumping, sliding and diving. Scavenger allows ammo resupply from downed enemies. Bruiser enables melee kills to replenish health and earn extra score. Tracker enables auto-pinging enemies when you're aimed at the sight. Cold-blooded prevents thermal optics from targeting you, and Fast Hands allows you to swap weapons faster. Wildcard notes equip the following to affect the use of your weaponry in a variety of different ways. Overkill allows you to equip any non-melee weapon in primary and secondary slots. Gunfighter allows you to receive 3 extra attachment points for your primary weapon. So as you guys can see, primary weapons, 7 assault rifles. Attachment types include optics, muzzles, barrels, underbarrels, magazines, rear grips, stocks, lasers, fire mods, and the AS Val has no muzzle attachment. So that's really interesting there. So we've got the XM4, which is unlocked immediately. So this will be one of the default weapons you can use straight away. There's also the AK-74. That's really interesting there. That's unlocked at player level 10. The AMES 85 unlocked at player level 19, as I said. GPR 91 at level 28. That looks really interesting. We've also got the Model L. That looks a really interesting weapon there as well. The Goblin Mach 2 at level 46. The AS Val, that's the one without the muzzle attachment, so that's really interesting to take note of there. SMGs, we've got the C9. Looks pretty interesting if I do say so myself. The KSV. We've also got the Tantor 22, which I heard is really, really good. I did get a little bit of gameplay from the beta on that, so that's really interesting there. The PP919, the Jackal PDW. You can see all of the statistics about that weapon there on each one. Compact 92. The 2 shotguns, we've got the Marine SP, which haven't had much use with during the beta. I don't think there was really much damage range on that, but I think it's only good. I think this one's only good at really short range, and we've also got the ASG-89, so that looks really interesting there. For the LMGs, which there are 3 of them, we've got the PU-21, got the XMG there at level 13, and the GPMG-7 at level 52. Marksman rifles, there's got the SWAP 5.56 unlocked immediately, the Tarkov 7.62 at level 22, and we've also got the AEK 973 unlocked at level 34, DM10 unlocked at level 43. Sniper rifles, there's 3 of them, we've got the LW3A1 Frostline, unlocked immediately, the SVD at level 25, and the 7.62 Sniper unlocked at level 49. Secondary weapons, there's 4 pistols, so you've got the 9mm PM, we've also got the Grekova, I don't know if I'm saying these names right, the GS45 pistol, I think it's kind of like similar to the Magnum, so that's really interesting there, and we've also got the Strider .22. So very, very interesting there. We've also got launches, so we've got the Stigma 28. I'm not sure what to compare this to at this present moment in time, but that looks really interesting. And we've also got the HE1, which I think is kind of like a take on the RPG, so we'll have to wait and see on that. Melee weapons, we've got the combat knife, and finally the baseball bat. So that's really interesting there. Weapon menus, this is what you'll most likely expect to see in multiplayer and zombies. So I think its usual rules apply, and there's not really much change compared to the classics that we all may be aware of. You guys will have seen majority of this in the beta already, so that's really interesting there. Content unlocks, they will get like loadouts and things like that. So you can see which ones are applicable to each mode there in the list. MP represent multiplayer, ZM is zombies, WZ is Warzone. So that's really interesting there. There's also going to be a firing range, so you have practice dummies to shoot at 10, 25 and 50 metres away from your location. And dummies can have 0, 1, 2 or 3 armor plates added to them, have limitless ammunition during this, so that's really interesting there. There's also global weapon builds, so I'm thinking everything that you unlock for one weapon, as long as it's in the same weapon class, I think can also transfer over to other weapons. So that's really interesting there. So create new build, choose the base weapon or any of the blueprints you've collected. Enter the gunsmith and perfect your weapon by adding attachments, cosmetics and testing the weapon out. Where your weapon has a default name and select build options, rename. You can also rename the weapon. Your weapon is automatically saved, and all builds are saved within the menu of the individual weapon type. Gunsmith attachments, so we've got lots of information here regarding attachments, and there's also various different attachment types. So I did briefly mention this. So you've got optics, muzzles, barrels, underbarrels, magazines, rear grips, stocks, lasers and fire mods. The ones that you want to really aim for, if depending on which one affects what stat, the ones we're really looking for ideally are vertical recoil. So you need to see an improvement of vertical recoil for it to have a devastating effect on enemies. So as you guys can see, you can see which ones are applicable to certain weapon types, so that's really interesting there. So yes, every weapon within the weapon type uses this attachment type. Some means most but not all of the weapon type use the attachment type. No, this attachment type is not available for the weapon. So that's really interesting there. So you can use that table to your advantage as well. 5 attachments per weapon, 8 if you're a gunfighter. So basically, there is like a pick 5 attachments for every single weapon available. But if you use the certain perk, if you will, called Gunfighter, that allows you to have an extra 3 attachments for that specific weapon. So that is really interesting there, guys. So let me know what you guys' views and opinions are of this in the comments box down below. So it works more or less the exact same way as Modern Warfare 3 does at the moment. So bear that in mind here, guys. Let me know what you guys' views and opinions are of that in the comments. As you guys can see, we've got a menu here which shows what the attachments are and how they affect not only just the weapon itself, but also if you're dealing damage to enemies, how improved it is on where you get hit in the body, so to speak. So as you guys can see, there's various different optics which are available for most weapon classes as well. There's also muzzles, barrels. I'm not going to go into too much depth here, guys, but let you guys read this for yourselves. We've also got underbarrels here. Now it looks like the grenade launchers, the underbarrel grenade launchers, are going to be making a return once again. Magazines, so you can choose what how much ammo you want in per magazine, so that's really interesting. Combs, that's really interesting as well to improve your handling. Rear grips, again to improve handling, so that will help with your recoil and everything. Stocks, increasing accuracy and mobility, so that's really interesting to think about there. Laser sights, I would not recommend, even though it supports to improve accuracy. Bear in mind, your enemies will be able to see your lasers if you're on the enemy team and they're firing at you. So you will be able to see their lasers, and they'll be able to see yours. Fire mods, don't really tend to use this as much, but as you guys can see, there's various different fire mods which will hopefully help in defeating enemies as well. There's also stock pads, available on snipers, but not available on anything else, but it's said to improve accuracy. So that's really interesting there, guys. Let me know what you guys' views and opinions are of this in the comments box down below. In the next blog post, we're going to be talking about the equipment specifically. So make sure you guys stay tuned. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss an upload, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, peace out.